And good afternoon, baseball fans from the great state of Texas. This is JC Fowler bringing you live play-by-play coverage of Texas Rangers baseball here on MLB The Show. And today, I'm going to bring you live play-by-play coverage between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers in Game 3 of a 3-game set. And the Rangers looking to stay undefeated on this young season. They are the defending world champions. Tigers are 6-2. Started out with 3-0 on the season before losing the last two to the Rangers. And then a night ago here in Arlington, Yu Darvish lost a perfect game in the 9th inning. The Tigers did make it interesting. The Rangers did get a 1-0 victory. Tigers had runners on second and third with one out before closer Tony Watson was brought in, relieving Yu Darvish, and the Rangers were able to hold on for the 1-0 victory. And ready to get things underway here in Arlington. Again, Game 3 of the 3-game series. Tyson Ross on the mound for the Rangers. And the Tigers will go to their ace, Justin Verlander. And taking a look at the starting lineup for the Rangers. Leading off, the center fielder, Billy Burns. And he was acquired in a trade deadline deal last season. And a 3-way deal with the Chicago Cubs that saw center fielder Carlos Gomez go to the Cubs and Billy Burns coming from the Royals to the Rangers. Another new face for the Rangers this season is first baseman Ian Desmond, returning after a 1-year hiatus and in Colorado. He was traded in the offseason for shortstop Andrew Diaz. And batting second is Elvis Andrews. Batting third, the second baseman Rougned Odor. Batting fourth, the designated hitter Mike Napoli. Batting fifth, the right fielder Shin-Soo Choo. Batting sixth, the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. Batting seventh, the third baseman Adrian Beltre. Batting eighth, the first baseman Ian Desmond, and batting ninth, the left fielder Jared Hoying. And ready to get things underway here in Arlington. Blistering hot day here in Texas. Tyson Ross, in his first start of the season last week against the Oakland A's, also lost a no-hitter in the ninth with one out in the 9th inning. So a pretty good pitching matchup today. Justin Verlander, longtime ace of the Tigers. And live from Globe Life Park in Arlington, a beautiful afternoon here in North Central Texas. Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers. Tyson Ross against Justin Verlander. Getaway day here at the ballpark, and it starts next. And again, Tyson Ross, the starting pitcher for the Rangers, has not allowed a run this season. Only given up one hit. He took a no-hitter into the 9th inning last week against Oakland. 8 innings pitched, 1 walk and 12 strikeouts. And leading off for the Tigers is the former Ranger Ian Kinsler. With the way how Ian Kinsler left just a few seasons ago in the trade for Prince Fielder. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Tyson with the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, and it's 1-2. Tigers 2-3 on the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. And a little blooper to center field. Burns on the run. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning, and we're underway here in Arlington.
Batting second, shortstop.
And we'll take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Tigers, brought to you by Majestic. And batting second for the Tigers is the shortstop Jose Iglesias, 176 on the season, 1 for 7 in the series with a double. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. And a short ground ball to second. Odor up with it. Over to Desmond, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman Miguel Cabrera.
So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first inning, and that's going to bring up the first baseman Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 7 in the series with a single, 235 average, 316 on base percentage. Nobody on, 2 down, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And the 1-1 pitch from Tyson. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside of the zone. Strike 2. Tyson has the sign. And the 1-2 pitch. Slider outside, ball 2, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball to center. Burns in pursuit, settles under it, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Tyson Ross. And we go to the bottom half of the first, no score. Justin Verlander, the starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers here today. 1-0 on the season, 1.42 ERA in 6 1/3 innings this year. No walks and 2 strikeouts. Usually done pretty well against the Rangers, especially here in Arlington. And leading off for the Rangers will be the center fielder, Billy Burns. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Verlander has the sign. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on in a little blooper up the middle. That's a base hit. And a leadoff single for Billy Burns. And you also have to worry about the speed of Billy Burns. One of the reasons why the Rangers acquired him from the Royals last season. And he was been a big help in the Rangers World Championship run last season. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. 1 on, nobody out. Burns takes his lead for first. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and there goes Burns. Ball is called outside. And here is the play to second, and Burns is thrown out. So forget the leadoff single for Billy Burns as he has gunned down trying to steal second. And I think Burns got a little bit of a hesitated on that one, which allowed James McCann to throw him out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the first. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch from Verlander. Fastball right down the middle, and the count is full, 3-2. Verlander in the windup. And here's the payoff pitch. And a little blooper into left. That's a base hit. And a 1-out single for Elvis Andrus. So Verlander has given up 2 straight hits to start the game. Fortunately, James McCann was able to pick off Billy Burns at second. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. 409 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. 1 on, 1 down. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Andrus takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch. And a little chopper to back to the pitcher's mound. Verlander flips over to first base. Out number 2, but a runner gets in scoring position. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Mike Napoli. 2 for 8 in the series with 3 strikeouts. 1 on, 2 down. Verlander checks Andrus at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and a fly ball to left field and caught by Justin Upton, and that retires the side. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on. We go to the second, still no score. And leading off for the Tigers is the right fielder, J.D. Martinez. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, a fastball down in the zone. 1-2. Here's our umpire crew here today. Carl Dixon behind home plate, calling balls and strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. And is in the dirt, ball 2. Ross has the sign. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul back in the seats, and it's still 2-2. And again, the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging on a slider out and away. 1 down. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Victor Martinez, 0 for 6 in the series with 3 strikeouts and a 176 average. Ross with the 1-1 pitch. Foul down the third base line. It's 1-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And another foul down the third base line, and we'll do it again. Still 1-2. And once again, the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2. So 2 quick strikeouts to start the second.
Batting sixth.
And a pretty good start for Tyson Ross.
Justin.
And that's going to bring up the left fielder Justin Upton, 0 for 6 in the series with 6 to start the season. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And here's the pitch. Called strike 3, and the side is retired. So Tyson Ross has struck out the side in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on. We go to the bottom of the second with no score. And leading off for the Rangers is the right fielder Shin-Soo Choo. He was a World Series MVP last season. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss late on the fastball, 1-2. Choo also the playoff MVP. And the Rangers run to the world title. And a fly ball caught. And a leaping catch by Cabrera at first base, 1 down. And that's going to bring up the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. .333 average, 1 home run and 2 RBIs in this young season. 1 down here in the second. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And a little blooper to right. And caught by the right fielder Martinez, 2 down.
Batting seventh.
Seen some great pitching duels here in this series between the Rangers and the Tigers. Last night, Yu Darvish and Anibal Sanchez. Rangers winning 1-0 last night. Darvish losing the perfect game in the 9th inning. That's going to bring up the third baseman Adrian Beltre. Nobody on, 2 down. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball down the third base line, but foul, 1-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle and a fly ball to left. And it gets over the head of J.D. Martinez, and that will roll to the wall. Beltre heading for second. And a 2-out double for Adrian Beltre. Don't know quite what happened to J.D. Martinez on that one. Nevertheless, the Rangers have a runner in scoring position with 2 down. And it looks like he just whiffed on that one, trying to make the third and final out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the first baseman Ian Desmond, making his return from to the Rangers and the offseason trade with as the Rockies acquired minor league shortstop Andrew Diaz. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. 1 on and 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Verlander checks Beltre at second. And the 2-1 pitch. And a fly ball to right field. And Martinez on the run, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no error, and a runner left on. We go to the third, still no score. There you see the Dallas skyline and a beautiful afternoon here in Arlington. Two balls, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Slider at the knees, called strike 2, and it's 2-2. Tyson Ross striking out the side last inning. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging for his 4th consecutive strikeout, 1 down.
Batting 8th, third baseman Nick Castellanos.
That's going to bring up the third baseman Nick Castellanos with 1 down. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Picked up by Andrews. Over to Desmond, 2 down.
Batting 9th, the catcher, number 34.
And that's going to bring up the catcher James McCann, hitting only .133 for the season. He's been struggling at the plate to start the year. Nobody on, 2 down. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul into the first base dugout, and it's 0-2. Ross has the sign. And the 0-2 pitch. And a short fly ball to left. And Hoying makes the catch in another 1-2-3 inning for Tyson Ross. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the third, still no score. And Jared Hoying leading off for the Rangers here in the third. Verlander has the sign. And the 1-2 pitch. Circle change outside, and the count is even at 2-2. Verlander into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch. And another circle change, chop foul. And once again the 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball to left field, caught by Upton for out number 1. So a pretty good pitching matchup between Verlander and Tyson Ross. Here's the upcoming schedule for the Rangers as they hit the road after today, heading over to Oakland for a 3-game series with the A's, and after an off day on Thursday, it's off to Anaheim for a 3-game series with the Angels. And back to the top of the order now for Billy Burns, 1 for 1 with a single. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. And a liner into left field, a base hit. And Burns is 2 for 2 on the day. 1 out single for Billy Burns, his second of the game. And now will look to be a circle change right down the center. Big mistake by Verlander. And definitely the Rangers have some speed on the base paths right now with Billy Burns at first, and Elvis Andrews coming up to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Andrews. Burns takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch. And a slider way outside the zone, and it's 2-1. Verlander checks Burns at first. And the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And a double play to end the inning. And the side is retired. And there you see the double play on the ground ball by Andrews. A 4-6-3 double play at the end of the inning. And we're going to the fourth. Still no score. And back to the top of the order for the Tigers as the former Ranger Ian Kinsler steps up to the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. And here's the pitch. Fouled into the seats, and it's still 2-2. And once again, the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, and Kinsler is 0 for 2 on the day. Take a look at our pitch speed comparison as both pitchers here still clocking at 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias, 0 for 1 with the ground out. Ranger are odds-on favorite to win the World Series yet again this year. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Iglesias, and here's the pitch. Slider fouled into the seats. 1-2. Ross has the sign. And the 1-2 pitch struck him out swinging. Out number 2. And Ross is really dealing here to start the game.
Number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, with 2 down. 0 for 1 with a flyout in the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Ross looking to strike out the side for the second time this afternoon. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and struck him out swinging. And for the second time today, Tyson Ross has struck out the side, and the Tigers are still without a hit. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on. We go to the bottom of the half of the fourth. Still no score. And leading off for the Rangers will be the second baseman, Rougned Odor, facing Justin Verlander for the second time here today. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. Line drive into right field, a base hit for Rougned Odor. Rangers do have a lot of speed on this team here, with the addition of Ian Desmond and Billy Burns. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter Mike Napoli, 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Odor takes his lead from first, and here's the 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2, and the count is full. Pretty good crowd here on hand, here at the ballpark. Getaway day here in Arlington. Look for Odor to be running here on this pitch. And a throwback to first. Odor is back in there. And there goes Odor. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball deep to center field. And that ball is gone. A home run. A home run for Rougned Odor. So a 2-run homer for Mike Napoli with the 2-run homer, his second of the season. And a fastball at the knees, and Napoli just crushed it into center field. That's going to bring up Shin-Soo Choo. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. And Choo, and the Rangers now have a runner. And on first, and here comes the pitching coach to talk to Justin Verlander, as he is rattled after giving up that 2-run shot to Mike Napoli. Conversation on the mound, trying to calm Justin Verlander. That's going to bring up Jonathan Lucroy. Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball at the letters, called strike 1. Choo takes his lead from first. And the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And 2 consecutive walks by Verlander, and the Rangers have 2 on with nobody out.
Number 29, Adrian.
And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, who is 1 for 1 with a double. Two on, nobody out. Verlander checks the runners and the 1-1 pitch. And a little blooper into right center field. That's a base hit. Choo rounds third, and he will score. The throw is off, and the Rangers have runners at the corners, and another run is in. 3-0 Texas.
The batter, first baseman, Ian Desmond.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Ian Desmond, who is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2, 4, 6, 3. Double play, but another run crosses the plate in the meantime, and the Rangers lead 4-0.
The left fielder, number 31, Jared.
And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Jared Hoying, 0 for 1 with a line out in the third. Nobody on, 2 down. 4 runs are in. And here's the 2-1 pitch for Verlander. Called strike 2 at the letters, 2-2. Verlander with the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line. Verlander struggling through this inning as he pitched number 58 here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. Fouled into the seats, and we'll do it again, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out swinging, but the damage is done as the Rangers are on the board, starting out with a 2-run homer by Mike Napoli. 4-run inning for the Rangers. We go to the 5th. It's the Rangers 4 and the Tigers 0. J.D. Martinez leading off for the Tigers in the 5th inning as they trail 4-0. Facing, still without their first hit of the game, facing Tyson Ross. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 2. And here's the payoff pitch to Martinez. Struck him out swinging. And Tyson Ross is just rolling. And 3 times already the Rangers almost had a no-hitter and a perfect game. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Victor Martinez. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. And that one's low and inside, ball 2. Tyson Ross, 51 pitches here. Here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball into the shift. Picked up by Odor. Over to Desmond at first. 2 down. And there you see the line score right here. And I want to direct your attention to that 0 into the hit column. Through 4 2/3. That's going to bring up the left fielder Justin Upton, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nobody on, 2 down, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Here you see the pitch count for Tyson Ross. 40 strikes, 14 balls, 54 pitches here today. Ross into the windup. And the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, and the side is retired. So once again, another 1-2-3 inning. Let's take a look at the strikeout to end the inning. Going to the bottom half of the 5th, it's 4-0 Texas. And here is Billy Burns for the lead off the 5th inning for the Rangers. As Verlander wishes he had that last inning back. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Billy Burns. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Verlander has the sign. And the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Iglesias up with it. Over to Cabrera, 1 down. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrews, 1 for 2 with a single back in the 1st. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Andrews. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just missed the outside corner, ball 2. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees, 2 down. And Andrews didn't agree with that one. So 2 quick outs by Verlander after giving up 4 runs in the previous inning. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Over to Kinsler. Fires over to Cabrera. And the side is retired. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Justin Verlander. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we go to the 6th. It's the Rangers 4 and the Tigers 0. One ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a fly ball deep to center field. Burns to the track, to the wall, and he leaps. And he just misses bringing it back. That's a leadoff homer for the Tigers. Eddie Rosario. As the perfect game is gone, as well as the shutout. As Rosario just barely gets one over the center field wall for a home run, and the Tigers are on the board. His first of the season. 410 feet straight to center. That one looked like a fastball at the knees. And Burns just missed bringing that one back. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Nick Castellanos. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And here's the pitch. Struck him out swinging, and a good recovery by Tyson Ross after giving up the solo home run to Eddie Rosario.
The catcher, number 34.
1 down here in the 6th.
James McCann.
That's going to bring up the catcher, James McCann, 0 for 1 with a flyout in the 3rd. 1 run is in and 1 down here in the top of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to McCann. And the 1-1 pitch. Slider way outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. Slider outside, ball 3. And Ross is in danger of walking his first batter. Looking to avoid his first walk. And here's the 3-1 pitch. And a little blooper into right center field, left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And the Tigers have their 2nd hit of the game on a 1-out single
batter, number 3,
by James McCann.
Baseman, Ian Kinsler.
And back to the top of the order for Ian Kinsler. 1 on, 1 down here in the top of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. And that one gets away from the catcher, Lucroy. And McCann is going for second, and he's in there. That one looked like a slider in the dirt. That is a changeup in the dirt, and it got away from Lucroy. But a good heads-up play by McCann as he gets to second on a wild pitch. Runner on second, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch to Kinsler. And foul into the seats, and it's still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count. McCann takes his lead from second, and the pitch. And a ground ball to short. Andrews up with it. Fires to Desmond, 2 down.
The shortstop, number 1.
And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1 on, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 run is in following the home run to Rosario. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball to short. Picked up by Andrews. This is going to be a tough play, and it will not be in time as the Tigers have 2 runners at the corners with 2 down. And that was a pretty tough play for Elvis Andrews as the speedster Jose Iglesias was able to beat that one out. And here is the always dangerous Miguel Cabrera. 2 on, 2 down. And the 3-2 pitch. And a fly ball to center. And Billy Burns settles under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side, but not after the Tigers get on the board. That was the leadoff home run by Eddie Rosario. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's 4-1 Texas.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Detroit, number 30, Alex Wilson.
And Alex Wilson, now the new pitcher for the Tigers, as Justin Verlander is gone after 5 innings. Mike Napoli leading off for the Rangers as he got the Rangers on the board with his 2nd home run of the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Napoli. Here's the pitch. And a swung on a fastball way outside the zone, but he's able to chop it foul. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Iglesias up with it. Over to Cabrera.
The right fielder, number 17.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo, who is 0 for 1 with a walk in the 4th. One ball, 1 strike the count. Wilson has the sign. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Kinsler up with it. Over to Cabrera. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, also 1-for-1 with the walk in the fourth. .316 average on the season with 3 home runs. Nobody on, 2 down, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Strike 2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider way outside, ball 2, and the count is even. Wilson has the sign. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short, and this could end the inning. Over to Cabrera, and that retires the side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Alex Wilson. And we go to the 7th. It's the Rangers 4 and the Tigers 1. And welcome back to Globe Life Park here in Arlington. Rangers with a 4-1 lead here to start the top of the 7th inning. And leading off for the Tigers is the right fielder, J.D. Martinez. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. And a fly ball to shallow center. Burns on the run. And he makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter.
That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Victor Martinez, over 2 with a strikeout. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And here's the 3-2 pitch.
Nope.
Called, ball 4, and Ross can't believe it. And that one looked pretty good, but nevertheless, the Tigers have a man on with 1 down.
Justin Upton.
That's going to bring up the left fielder, Justin Upton, with 2 strikeouts on the day. 1 on, 1 down, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the inside corner, 1-2. 82 pitches so far by Tyson Ross. We'll take another look at that one. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Eddie Rosario.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Eddie Rosario, who got the Tigers on the board in the previous inning. 1 on, 2 down. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball low in the zone, chopped it foul, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging, and the inning is over. So after the 1-out walk, Ross got the last 2 batters to striking out swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Stretch time here in Arlington, 4-1 Texas.
Your attention, please. Now pitching
Tigers going back to the bullpen as Vernon Gary making his 2nd appearance of the season. 4.15 ERA, 2 strikeouts. And Adrian Beltre now steps in. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And here's the pitch. Slider inside in the outside corner, strike 2. Keone Kela now warming up in the Ranger bullpen. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And a fly ball to left field. And that one's going to get out of here. A home run. It's a leadoff home run for Adrian Beltre. So Adrian Beltre hits his 3rd home run of the season. 402 feet into left field. Ian Desmond now steps in as the Rangers lead 5-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball high in the zone, called strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a little blooper out to shallow right field and caught by Cabrera.
The left fielder, number
One out here in the bottom of the 7th. That's going to bring up the left fielder Jared Hoying, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And here's the pitch to Hoying. Line drive into right field, a base hit, his first of the game. And back to the top of the order now for Billy Burns, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1 on, 1 down. And here's the pitch. And a line drive caught by Kinsler for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 1.
And that's going to bring up the shortstop Elvis Andrews, 1 for 3 with a single back in the first inning. 1 on, 2 down. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Look for Hoying to be running on this pitch. And there he goes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second, and this should end the inning. And it will as Kinsler fires over to Cabrera to retire the side. But not if the Rangers tally another run on a home run by Adrian Beltre. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the 8th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Tigers 1. Nick Castellanos leading off for the Tigers. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt, ball 2. This will be pitch number 90 for Tyson Ross. Kella is ready in the bullpen. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul down the first base lines, and it's still 2-2. Ross with a 2-2 pitch. And a short line drive up the middle, base hit. And a leadoff single for Justin Upton. Or excuse me, Nick Castellanos.
Catcher number 34, James McCann.
That's going to bring up James McCann. 1 on, nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And this could be 2. Over to second. And no, it is just beat it. And
The batter number 3, second baseman.
a pretty tough play for Rougned Odor. Ian Kinsler now steps in, 0 for 3 with a ground out. 1 on, 1 down, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And this one gets away from Lucroy. And that is the second time wild pitch thrown by Tyson Ross this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 3, and the count is full. Jose Iglesias on deck. Tigers are hanging in there. They trail by 4. Here's the payoff pitch. And over to Odor. Fires to Desmond at first, 2 down. But now the Tigers have a runner in at third.
The shortstop, number 1.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias, 1 for 3 with a single. Runner on third, 2 down. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fly ball to right field, and Chu makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no run on 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-1 Texas. Rougned Odor to lead off for the Rangers. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Kinsler up with it. Over to Cabrera, 1 down.
A next for the Rangers.
Take a look at our starting comparison between Tyson Ross and Justin Verlander. Verlander only lasted 5 innings, giving up 4 earned runs with 7 hits and 2 walks. Tyson Ross looks like his day is done after pitching 8 innings and giving up the 1 home run to Eddie Rosario. Mike Napoli now steps in. He also has a home run on the day. No balls, 2 strikes the count, and here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball deep to left field, and this one is just foul. And Napoli almost had his 2nd home run of the game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High fastball called strike 3, 2 down. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And here's the pitch. Called strike 3 at the letters, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 9th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Tigers 1.
Your attention, please.
And the Rangers will go to the bullpen as Keone Kela, the setup man, will make his 2nd appearance of the season. And leading off for the Tigers is the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 3 with a flyout. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to right. Choo settles under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Rangers look to start the season 7-0. And stay tuned for post-game highlights. JD Martinez now steps in, 0 for 3 with a flyout. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Kela has the sign. And here's the pitch. And fouled into the seats. 1-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Line drive into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Choo up with it. And a 1-out double.
Up next for the Tigers.
1-out double for JD Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Victor Martinez. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Kela checks Martinez at second. And here's the payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2. Now that should have been 3 balls and 2 strikes. Apparently we got some confusion here. And a fly ball to right. And that one's going to get over Choo's head and off the wall as Martinez heads for 3rd. And now the Tigers refuse to go quietly.
Now batting.
Don't know what quite happened on there, folks, but we're showing it was 3 balls, 2 strikes, but Gary Simmons, the home plate umpire, says it was only 3-1. Nevertheless, the Tigers have runners at the corners with only 1 down, but a ground ball will end the game. Upton now steps in. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. It's in the dirt, ball 2. And the closer, Tony Watson, is now warming up in the bullpen. Kela has the side. And the 2-1 pitch. Fouled into the seats, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Upton. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2, and the Tigers are down to their final out. You got to give Detroit credit. They're not going down without a fight. They did have 2 consecutive hits.
Eddie Rosario.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Eddie Rosario. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. fouled into the seats. Still 1-2. Kella has the sign and comes set. And the 1-2 pitch struck him out swinging, and the Rangers sweep the Tigers. And Tyson Ross, his second victory of the season. And the Rangers are 7-0 on this young season here. Here you see our final score from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Texas Rangers 5 and the Detroit Tigers 1. Tyson Ross picks up the win, is now 2-0. Justin Verlander takes the loss, is now 1-1. We're going to take a look at the totals for Detroit. 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. Top hitter for the Tigers is Eddie Rosario, 1 for 4 with a home run. Adrian Beltre, the number 1 hitter for the Rangers, 3 for 3 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBIs and a run scored. Mike Napoli had the other Rangers home run as he went 1 for 4, 2 RBIs and 1 run scored. And we'll take a look at the highlights here of today's game.
First base gate 20 minutes after the conclusion of play, and will drop riders off at locations across the street from Lincoln Square Fountain or on the north side of Lincoln Square.
It's a 2-day-old burrito on a lukewarm bed to go on the Sunday side of a road trip weekend. Lordy, I was feeling so low when somebody flipped on the jukebox and I heard old Bob Will say, "But won't you stay all night, stay a little longer?" So I held on another day. Yeah, I like Texas on a Saturday night. Everything will be just right down here in Texas. Man, there ain't no doubt. Just listen to me, 'cause I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I like Texas. Well, ain't it fine here? I like to pick my guitar down and stuff barbecue. Drink that shot about beer. Yeah, I like Texas.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another Ranger victory is in the books. 5-1 our final score, as the Rangers will pack up and head to Oakland for a 3-game series with the A's. Rangers will return home next week as they take on the division rival Houston Astros. This is JC Fowler signing off, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed today's game. And so long from Arlington.